Hello friends, let us continue with some of the questions of retirement of partners. This is illustration number 4. KLMN KLM are partners sharing profit and losses in the ratio of 5:3:2. So this is the old ratio. Due to illness, L wanted to retire from the firm on 31st March 2015. So L wants to retire and admit his son N in his place. Now please understand, retirement of the partner can be done with the consent of all partners. Admission of the partner can also be done with the consent of all partners. So we are right now assuming that K and M are absolutely agreeing with the following situation. Balance sheet of KLMN 31st March 2015 is as under. Capital is given, reserve is given, trade payable is given, goodwill is appearing in books of accounts, furniture, trade receivable, inventory and cash and bank balance is given. On retirement of L, assets will be revalued. So there will be revaluation account. Goodwill 50,000, furniture 10,000, inventory in trade 30,000. 50% of the amount due to L was paid off in cash and the balance was retained in the firm as a capital of N. On admission of the new partner, goodwill has to be written off. M is paid off his extra balance to make capital proportionate. You are required to give necessary journal entries, balance sheet of KM and capital accounts of partner. So as usual, I will not be drawing journal entries. Please understand, in examination you will have to draw journal entries. Also, I will be speaking in this video lectures, I will be speaking all the journal entries, so you will be very comfortable in writing down the journal entries. But we will be preparing revaluation account, which is not asked, capital accounts, which is asked, balance sheet of the new firm. We will be also drawing one more account, which is cash account. Is it alright? So let us draw all the accounts required. This is revaluation account. There will be 4 partners. Already 3 partners. One is admitted, one is retiring. But the retiring partners also will have to draw his account. This is 3 and 4. 1, 2, 3 and 4. Is it all? What are the names of the partners? KLMN. 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 I'll be drawing a balance sheet. And I'm drawing one more account, which is cash and bank. Let us start with the question. How we start with the question is, we find out the sacrifice ratio, we find out gain ratio. Step number 2. We copy down the old balance sheet at relevant places in our answer. One entry. For all this, we'll be passing one entry. For all this situation, we'll be passing dual entry, and believe me, my answer will tally. This should be the base example for your examination revision, because it covers admission also, it covers retirement also. So for admission and retirement base sum, you can select this type of question. Is it all? We are learning first sacrifice ratio. Is it alright? How to find out sacrifice ratio is old minus new is equal to sacrifice. This equation we have learned n number of times. What is old ratio of L, M and N? 5:3:2. Is it alright? So K, L, M, 5/10, 3/10, 2/10. Which new partner is admitted? N. His ratio old was 0. Is it right? L wanted to retire from the firm on 30 and admit his son in his place. What does this mean? Please try to understand. New ratio of K will be 5/10. New ratio of L will be 0. New ratio of M will be 2/10 and new ratio of n will be of L, that is nothing but 3 upon 10. What will be sacrificed by K? 0. What is sacrificed by L? 3 upon 10. What is sacrificed by M? 0. And what is gained by N is 3 upon 10. Is it all? So whatever is the sacrifice ratio, this will be considered. Ultimately, L is giving away his share and giving it to N. So this will be our sacrifice ratio. Point number 2, I will be copying down balance sheet one effect wherever it is relevant in my answer. So where I will be copying down capital K, L, M in capital account 40, 60, 30. 40,000, 60,000, 30,000. As it is credit balance, it is written on credit side. Reserves is distributed in old ratio. 5:3:2. Reserves are 50,000. This will be 25,000, 15,000, 10,000 will be 50,000. Trade payables will be in balance sheet 20,000. Goodwill 30,000. Please understand, right now I am copying my old balance sheet as it is. Goodwill 30,000. Now there will be adjustment, so I am keeping some space in it. Furniture 20,000. Trade receivable 50,000. Inventory 50,000. Cash and bank 50,000. I will be writing it in cash and bank account. Opening 50,000 is nothing but cash and bank. Sorry. So this will be in cash and bank account because I am drawing separately cash and bank account. Sorry. Let us go to asset side of balance sheet. Liability side, asset side we have completed. So this are one effect. Why one effect? Because it is a tallied sheet. This I will be giving credit effect, this I will be giving debit effect. Anything in adjustment I will be passing a journal entry, that means I will be giving dual effect. One is debit, another is credit. As I told you. So for all this we will be passing dual effect. On retirement of L, assets were revalued. Goodwill rupees 50,000. Please try to understand, there can be n numbers of ways by which this can be tackled. What I am doing is, first I am revaluing the goodwill by 50,000. Is right. It will be a benefit for partners, but it should be benefit for old partners. Now understand. Anything written in realization account is to be distributed to old partners. So ultimately it will be benefit to old partners. How much is to be valued? 50,000. What is the existing value? 30,000. I will be passing the journal entry goodwill account debit to realization. So realization account credit by goodwill 20,000. This is a credit effect. I need to give two effect. Another effect will be goodwill account will be debited. So goodwill will increase to 50,000. Is it alright? Sir, the credit should be given to old partners. It is given to old partners because we have routed it through realization account. Is it alright? So benefit is given to old partners. Is it alright? Now, all new partners, see, goodwill is to be written off. You can do it at last, you can do it right now. If the goodwill is to be written off, I need to pass journal entry new partners account debit. So new partner will be automatically debited. Only new partners account debit to new partners account debit to goodwill. So goodwill will be removed by rupees 50,000 minus new partners account debit to goodwill. Goodwill is credited, so it is new partners account will be debited How much? 50,000. In which ratio? What is the new ratio of the partner? New ratio is 5 by 10. M will be 2 by 10 and N will get a share of L, which nothing but 3 by 10. So new ratio is 5:2:3 between K, M and N. 5:2:3 K, M and N. L is retired, so he will not be getting debit of goodwill. He will be just getting credit of goodwill through realization account. 50,000, so it is 10, 25,000, 10,000 and 15,000. Goodwill will be reduced to 0. Old partners are given benefit through realization account. New partners are debited through capital accounts. The effect might be different in different case, but it does not matter. Goodwill I have fully completed. Furniture is to be made to 10,000. So I need to reduce the value of furniture. Is that alright? So 10,000 is to be reduced. Realization account debit, revaluation account debit to furniture 10,000. Furniture account will be credited minus 10,000. So you can see it. I am giving two effects. This is debit. On asset side, asset is debit, but I am writing negative. So this is credit. Is it alright? Revaluation account debit to furniture will be the journal entry. Inventory in trade 30,000. Right now inventory in trade is 50,000. So I need to reduce it by 20,000. Revaluation account debit to inventory in trade. Revaluation account debit to inventory in trade. 20,000 is to be reduced minus, minus 20,000. So I have made inventory in trade at 30,000. 50% of amount due to L was paid off in cash. Now this is not revaluation. Balance was retained in the firm. On admission of new partner, goodwill has to be written off. M is paid off extra balance to make capital proportionate. So right now, now there is no revaluation of assets and liabilities which are coming into picture. Is it alright? So we can directly jump into our solving of accounts. First we can close realization account. Cash and bank right now nothing is happening. So revaluation account I can close. Is it alright? This is 30,000. Loss will be 10,000. Will be given to K, L and M in the profit sharing ratio. What was the profit sharing ratio? 5:3:2. Is it alright? So this is 1,000. This is 5,000, 3,000, 2,000. Those are old partners. As it was loss, it will be here. It is credited, so here it will be debited. Is it alright? To revaluation loss. 5,000, 3,000, 2,000. To old partners, revaluation loss account is tallied. Is it alright? Now, who is retiring? L is retiring. Is it alright? And how much amount of L, how much amount is payable to L? Let us find out. This is 75,000. 75,000 minus 3,000, that is nothing but 72,000 is payable to L. Is it right? How much? 72,000. What we will be doing is we will be paying half in cash. So 72,000 divided by 2. 72,000 2,000 divided by 2 is 36,000. So 36,000 will be given it in cash. Sorry, 12. 36,000 will be given in cash. What to do about remaining 36,000? Will be treated as a capital of N. so will be credited to N's account. L will be credited by 36,000 rupees. Is it alright? Debit, credit, and believe me, L account will be tallied. See, I have passed dual effect for this. I have not passed dual effect for this. Don't forget it. What will be the journal entry? L account debit to cash. Cash account credit by L. And how much is the money is 36,000. There is cash account. So I am writing it just over here. 36,000. L account is tallied. Is it? L account is absolutely tallied. Now what they are saying is, Mr. K, try to understand over here. M is paid off his extra balance to make capital proportionate. So, M will be given some extra money to make his capital proportionate. Try to concentrate. M. What is the balance of M? M is 40,000 minus 10 is 30,000 minus 2 is 28,000. Is it alright? How much his balance should be as proportionate to N? What is the balance of N? 36,000 minus 15,000? 36,000 minus 15,000 is balance of N, new partner, that is nothing but 21,000. Is it all? How much share N is having in new ratio? 3 by 10. How much ratio N is having? 2 by 10. So if N by 3 ratio is carrying 21,000, then N 2 by 10 ratio should be sharing how much? 2 by 10, forget it. Is it right? For 3 part N is carrying 21,000, so M should be having capital only of 14,000. If you will be doing cross multiplication, M should be having a capital of only 14,000. Let me pass the closing entry. His capital should be only 14,000. To make it proportionate, his capital should be 14,000. Is it alright? Here I have written it on debit side, so here I will be writing it on credit side. M capital 14,000. Dual effect, 14,000 debit, 14,000 credit. Is it alright? Then what to do about the balance? His balance was 36,000. Is it alright? It was 36. Yes. So 40. No, it was not 36. 40 minus 10 is 30. 28. 14. So 14 is still left. 14 will be paid to him as cash by M. 14,000. His capital will become proportionate to N. What is the N capital? 21,000. N is 21,000. He is having 3 shares, he is having 2 shares, and this will be proportionate. Please understand. For any 3 shares, if you need a capital of 21,000, for 2 shares, you should need a capital of 14,000. Yes, there is nothing told about K, so we will not be doing anything about K. His balance is 65,000 minus 25 is 40. This will be 35. So his balance will be 35,000. And believe me, his capital is proportionate. Now, even if it was not proportionate, we will not be doing anything about him. Is it 35,000 debit effect? 35,000 credit effect. So I have tallied my capital account. This is what is going out 40, and this is, I think, 0. Is it a cash balance is becoming 0? So this is automatically tallied. Is it alright? This is automatically, cash account is automatically tallied. Let's go to balance sheet, and please understand it should tally. Is it alright? There's 35 plus 35 is 70 plus 20, 90. This will be 0. Furniture is 10,000. Trade payable is 50,000. This is 30,000. This is also 90,000. See, please understand, this question is having admission as well as retirement. So whenever you go for your ICAI examination, any test, any prelims, this type of questions should be absolutely revised because it clears your base. You should also, if you are having time on day before examination, I have told you, you should plan always for day before examination. If you are having time, you should always solve even this type of question. Invest your 15-20 minutes so that the sequence in which you will be solving, the confidence, it is not very difficult. So the confidence will also boost up that I know admission as well as retirement of partners. For other questions, you can tick mark just the points, what is the particular journal entry in particular case, how to value the goodwill in different cases. You can just tick mark and try not to solve full question, but see only that particular point. But once you find out this type of point whereby you can cover more than one topic in one question, you should always revise fully. So after illustration number 4, let us go to illustration number 5. This is illustration number 5. Doyle's and Company is a partnership firm with partner A, B and C, sharing profit and losses in the ratio of 10:6:4. This will be old ratio. The balance sheet of the firm as on 31st March is as follows. So there is no goodwill, and there is no cash and bank balance. Normal assets are there. Capital is there, reserve is there, long-term debt, bank overdraft and trade payables. So there are n numbers of items and liability side also. It was mutually agreed that Mr. B will retire from partnership and in his place Mr. D will be admitted as a partner. Goodwill is to be valued at rupees 1 lakh, but the same will not appear as an assets in the books of reconstituted firm. I'll tell you how to do this particular question. Building and plant and machinery are to be depreciated by 5% and 20% respectively. Investments are to be taken over by retiring partner at 15,000. Provision of 20% is to be made on trade receivable. In the reconstituted firm, the total capital will be 2 lakhs, which will be contributed by Mr. A, C and D in the new P&L ratio 2:2:1. This will be new ratio. The surplus funds, if any, will be used in repaying bank overdraft. The amount due to retiring partner shall be transferred to his loan account. So nothing will be paid, everything will be transferred to loan account. Required. Prepare revaluation account, partner's capital account, bank account and balance sheet. Is it all? We will be preparing all 4 accounts: revaluation account, partner's capital account, balance sheet, revaluation account. Normally it is very small. Partner's capital account, because there will be 4 partners, right? 1, 2, 3 and 4. 1, 2, 3 and 4. Then new balance sheet. And one more account which is required is nothing but cash account. So these are partners capital account, which are old partners A, B and C. A, B, C. Who is new partner? His name is D. D will be new partner. We will be following the same procedure which we follow. First, I'll be finding out sacrifice ratio. I'll be copying down old balance sheet at relevant places, 1 effect. For all additional information, I'll be passing dual effect. Other necessary adjustment, whatever is to be made, I will be passing 2 effects. First, I'll be finding out sacrificing ratio. Start. So, those all will go forward. Old minus new is equal to sacrifice. What is old ratio is A, B, C and D. For old, A old ratio is 10/20, 6/20 and 4/20. D old ratio is 0 because he is a new partner. New ratio is 2:2:1, so it is a 2/5. B will be also sharing 2 by 5. C is retiring. Who is retiring? No. Mr. B will retire from partnership. New ratio of B will be 0. A, C and D. C's ratio is 2 by 5 and D ratio will be 1 by 5. What is sacrifice ratio? This is 5 4s are 20, 2 4s are 8, 2 upon 20. This will be 6 upon 20. C will be, this is 5 4s are 20, 8 minus 4 by 20 and this is minus 1 by 5. Minus 1 by 5, I need to convert it into 20, so it is minus 4 by 20. So who is gaining? C and D. C and D both are gaining. D is a new partner, so he will be gaining, but C by change in profit sharing ratio is gaining. And who is sacrificing? A and B. Sacrificing partners are A and B. Is it all? We'll be using this in our ratio. New ratio we are already knowing is 2:2:1, and old ratio also we are knowing, which is 10:6:4. So we have found out sacrifice ratio and new ratio. New ratio is already given. Let us go to our next step, that is copying down balance sheet as it is at relevant places in our answer. Is it all? A, B and C, capital is 80, 20, 30. Reserve 20,000 in old ratio. Old ratio is 10:6:4. Will be 10,000, 6,000 and 4,000. Long term debt is 3 lakhs. Bank overdraft is 44,000. Sir, something you are writing it in inner column, something you are writing it in outer column. Sir, how we can come to know? It comes by experience. I know that bank overdraft is going to be paid. Long term debt, there are no changes, so it can be moved to directly outer column. So bank overdraft is 44,000. Trade payables 1,70,000. I don't know whether there is any change or not. Land 10,000, building 2 lakhs. Plant and machinery 1,30,000. Furniture 43,000. Investment 12,000. Inventory 1,30,000. Trade receivable 1,39,000. Was it 1,39,000? Yes. I need to keep some space for cash and bank. Let me change this into small account, cash and bank. So cash and bank is behind me. Is it all right? Account, but whenever it is required, I'll be shifting on this side. So this is nothing but copying down of old balance sheet. Once you do it, take a small 1 second break and understand now you need to pass 2 entry for any figures written. So I'll be passing 2 entries for any figures written. Mr. D will be admitted as a partner with effect from 1 April 2015. For this purpose, the following adjustment are to be made. Goodwill is to be valued at rupees 1 lakh. Is that right? The same will not appear in the balance sheet. Now there are two ways in which you can do this. You can debit goodwill account to revaluation. So old partners are credited for goodwill. New partners, what you can do is goodwill account, new partners account debit to goodwill, and goodwill will be closed. So old partners will be credited, new partners will be debited, and ultimately it will be having same effect. But you can directly route it through capital account also. Is it alright? How to route it? Try to understand. What is the sacrifice ratio of A and B? Is nothing but 1:3. What is the gaining ratio of C and D? How much is the new profit sharing ratio of D? 1/5. How much is C gaining? 1/5. Is it alright? So what you can do is 1/5 of goodwill is D's share. Is it alright? His account should be debited. So what I can do is D account debit, because he is new partner. See, gaining partners are always debited and sacrificing partners are always credited. What is his share? 1/5 into 1 lakh is nothing but 20,000. Whatever he is gaining, Mr. C is also gaining the same amount, 1/5. So C's account will also be debited because he is gaining something. And it is the amount is same, so it is 20,000. Total gain by C and D is 20,000 and 20,000 will be distributed to A, to B, but in sacrifice ratio. And what is the sacrifice ratio? Is 1:3. So it should be 10,000 and 30,000. What our past journal entry is gaining partner account debit in gaining ratio to sacrificing partner in sacrifice ratio. This can be transferred to capital account and ultimately directly goodwill will be routed. Stop it. What was another way I was telling you as this? Goodwill account debit 1 lakh to old partners in old ratio, and goodwill is not to be shown in balance sheet. So new partner account debit in new ratio to goodwill. There is an alternate way. This is also the way in which you can do it. The new partner will be in new ratio, old partner will be in old ratio. Believe me, the answer is going to remain same. There is no difference in recording this goodwill. This is once created and then written off. No goodwill is created, directly routed through capital account. We are directly routing it through capital account. D and C account will be debited. D and C account will be debited. C and D 20,000 because of goodwill. A and B account will be debited, credited because of goodwill. How much it will be credited? A 10,000, B 30,000. Benefit is given more to B because he is sacrificing more. Again, let us go ahead. Building and plant and machinery are to be depreciated by 5%. So 5% depreciation on building and 20% on plant and machinery. 5%, 20%. Revaluation account debit to asset account. Sorry, 5% of is 10,000. And 20% of 1,30,000 is 26,000. Realization account will be debited to building 10,000. This side. Plant and machinery 26,000. investment are to be taken over by retiring partner at 15,000. Who is retiring partner? Mr. B. So B's account debit to investment 15,000. But investment is at 12,000. Is it all right? Now what I will be doing, I will be first converting it into 15,000. Is it all right? So when I convert it into 15,000, or you can do this, understand this is to be credited. So what you can do is directly pass this journal entry to investment 12,000. B's account will be debited, but he is taking it over at 15,000, so he will be debited by 15,000, and remaining will be revaluation account, which will be nothing but it will be on credit side, a revaluation account, which will be nothing but on 3,000. I am posting this journal entry, B's account debit to investment 15,000 rupees to investment. So investment will be minus 12,000 credited, so it will be close. Revaluation 3,000 by investment 3,000. This is a good way of solving this type of questions, this type of effect. Let us go to next point. Provision of 20% is to be made on trade receivable to so provision of 20% on trade receivable. So 139,000 into 20%. One lakh 39,000 into 20%. 27,800. 27,800. Again, it will be debited over here to trade receivable 27,800. I will make 20% provision on trade receivable, so it is done. In reconstituted from the total capital will be 2 lakhs, which will be in the ratio of 2:1. Is that all? So what will be the closing balance of capital? 2 lakhs in the ratio of 2:1. Is that all? 2:1, 2 lakhs. So this is 5, 4, 4 2 8. 80,000, 80,000 and 40,000. Whatever to do with remaining cash, they will be either bringing in or they will be withdrawing it. But what will be the second effect? We'll go over here. A, C and D. It is 80,000, 80,000 and 40,000. One effect. Second effect. I know that I will be telling my accounts only if I pass a 2 effect for all this transaction. The surplus funds in any will be used for repaying bank overdraft. The amount given retiring partner will be transferred to his loan account. Is it all right? So whatever is the balance of B will be transferred to loan account. Whatever is the balance of B, 20,000, 50, 56 minus 15. 56,000 minus 15,000 is 41,000. 41,000 will be transferred to loan account. Second effect, loan of B is 41,000. So B account will tally. No, B is old partner. So this type of mistake you should not make. Before transferring anything to B, any profit or loss of revaluation will be transferred to B's account because he was a old partner. So first what you should do is tally your revaluation account. Revaluation account, the balance is 27,800 plus 26,000 plus 10,000 minus 3,000. 60,800 is your loss. will be transferred to A, B and C in their old ratio. Old ratio is 10:6:4. 10:6:4. So the figures will be 60,800 divided by 20 multiplied by 10 is 30,400. 60,800 divided by 20 multiplied by 6 will be 18,240. 60,800 multiplied by 4 divided by 20 will be 12,160. This will be transferred to debit side to revaluation loss. 30,400, 18,240, 12,160. D is not an old partner, so will not be sharing anything. What will be balance of B? Let us now solve it. Start. Balance of B will be, this is 36,000 minus 15,000 minus 18,240, 2760 will be transferred to his loan account, because it is said that it will be transferred to his loan account. There was no cash in bank, but now it might be coming. What is the balance of A? 80, 90, 1 lakh. This is 1 lakh 20,400. So his balance is 20,400, but we have already closed his accounts. We have already written down that he should be having a balance of 80,000. So how much he will be bringing in is 80,000, 80,000. This is 10,400 probably. 8, 9, 10, 11. 8, 3, 11. Yes, this is 10,400. He will be bringing in this much of cash. Cash and bank account debit. Cash and bank account debit to Mr. A. Mr. A account credit, cash and bank account debit to Mr. A, 10,400. Start. Then Mr. B is tallied. C. 34,000 and his balance should be this much. So what is the difference is he will be bringing in cash. This is 20,000 plus 12,160 plus 80,000 minus 34,000. 78,160. He will be bringing in 78,160 to C's account 78,160. D will be bringing in 60,000 rupees. 20 for goodwill, 40 for capital. Is it all? They will be bringing in 60,000 rupees. Who is a new partner? Start. Now, bank overdraft is to be paid if you are having money. You are having money? Yes. So I am paying bank overdraft. Minus 44,000 rupees. This will be 0. And buy bank overdraft 44,000 rupees. Let me tell you cash and bank account. Cash and bank account will be 10,400 plus 78,160 plus 60,000 minus 44,000. It is 1,04,560. Will be your cash account. If you will bring everything in outer column, your balance sheet will even tally. This is how you solve this type of questions, which is having admission also, which is having retirement also. Which was a good point. Good point was only goodwill. Also, this was somewhat not good. It is not difficult, but it is new point that the balances are made same. Other remaining amount, either the partner will be bringing in cash or he will be withdrawing the cash. Let us go to illustration number 6. This is illustration number 6. Understand, I am not solving it because it is exactly same as illustration number 5. Exactly same means figures are different, but the points are absolutely same. Who is retiring? B will retire. D will be admitted in the partner. Is on the same date. The value of goodwill will be 2 lakhs, will not be appearing. In reconstituted from the total capital will be 3 lakhs, which will be contributed in new profit sharing ratio 3:4:3. So the figures of new profit sharing ratio, old profit sharing ratios are different. Otherwise the question is absolutely same. There is no difference in the question. So this question will not be solving it in classroom.